Hallo kykers en welkom by ons mylpaal 500ste episode van julle gunsteling en hoogs betroubare aanlyn nuusbron Erongo Talk.
Ja, vandag bring ons vir julle die nuus, die weer en getye, Grampie se visvangverslag en dan gaan ons ook 'n terugblik vat op ons eerste episode van Erongo Talk.
En vandag gaan besoekers in Karibo Barnum Agra meubels oorhandig het aan Karibo Junior Secondary School.
Ja, maar eerst op die lys is ons kalenderdag en vandag vier ons dag van die Afrika kind. Geniet dit saam met ons. Hey. In vandag se nuus, Nampower gaan volgende Vrydag sy 500 miljoen 20 megawatt Omburu sonkragaanleg naby Omaruru amptelik inwy. Hierdie belegging sal Namibië se voortdurende pogings aanvul om plaaslike opwekking te verhoog, spesifiek deur hernubare energie. Die inwyding van die nuwe aanleg kom sowat 2 maande nadat konstruksie by Nampower aan die rep se 300 miljoen 20 megawatt kan sonkrag aanleg naby Usakos begin het. Nampower se Omburu aanleg sal langs die 4,5 megawatt sonkragpark geleë wees wat deur die Franse belegger Inosan besit word en sowat 5 km suid van Omaruru is. Nampower voer sowat 55% van die krag wat die land benodig in. Ander projekte wat deel is van Nampower se geïntegreerde strategie en sakeplan is die 40 megawatt Rospina windkragprojek, die 40 megawatt Otjikoto biomassa kragprojek naby Tsumeb en die 50 megawatt Anigas 2 kragstasie naby Walvisbaai. Al hierdie projekte is in verskillende stadiums van ontwikkeling. Ons onderbreek vandag se nuusuitsending met 'n belangrike boodskap vanaf NMH se hoofuitvoerende beampte, meneer Albi Botha.
We live in a global world, and the impact thereof has undeniably changed the way we see life. But we can't deny the fact that local communities is the real world, the world we engage every day of our lives. Erongo Talk has been extremely successful in the last 500 episodes in making sure the stories of the Erongo region is shared daily on Facebook, on 1UP2 and on NTV. This challenge has made them the show of choice not just in the region but in the country. Congratulations, Erongo Talk, for making 500 episodes.
Slotte, voorlopige syfers dui daarop dat die Swakopmund kiesafdeling se kiesersrol 2627 kiesers ryker is. Die kiesers het geregistreer om aan die komende tussenverkiesing wat vir Augustus beplan word deel te neem. Die 3 dae lange aanvullende registrasieproses het verlede week plaasgevind en volgens die toesighouer van die Swakopmund kiesafdeling, Amos Ngaiko, is die meeste registrasies in Matatura aangeteken, terwyl nie veel mense in die dorp se sentrale woonbuurte geregistreer het nie. Aanvullende registrasies kon gedoen word deur bestaande kiesers wat hulle kieserskaarte verloor het en 'n nuwe kaart benodig, diegene wat 18 geword het en stemgeregtig is, of diegene wat na die Swakopmund kiesafdeling verhuis het en as kiesers van die kiesafdeling wil registreer. Die voorlopige syfers toon dat 1003 kiesers van adres verander het, 911 het vir nuwe kaarte aansoek gedoen en 713 was nuwe registrasies. Na die kiesersrol geverifieer is, sal 2 weke gegee word vir die benoeming en registrasie van politieke partye wat van voorneme is om kandidate vir die pos van Swakopmund kiesafdelingsraadslid te benoem, wat vakant geraak het nadat Siska Howard Smith van die Independence Patriots for Change se verteenwoordiging op die Erongo streekraad beëindig is. En daarmee kom ons dan aan die einde van vandag se nuus. Besoek gerus ons webwerf www.erongo.com.na of ons Facebook bladsy vir meer nuus vanuit die streek.
From Meer, Lucas Daniels.
Michelina, wat is het?
Monica Josso.
Ja,
Keep on watching Erongo Talk.
Okay, diamonds are correct. Kom goed, dat is recht. Jij leert hem dan, hè?
Schools were overloaded with learners because of the universal education, where we have to provide free education. Barriers have been removed, and really, coming from the primary school, we really have been overloaded. And as a regional office, we have been challenged with resources, simply because we know that the budgets have been reduced and that we did not have sufficient budget to support all the schools. And although we promised the schools that we will provide them with the furniture, we were unable. Namagra, or Namibia Marble and Granite Company, came on board and took our hands, become our partners. We really thank Namagra and the management on behalf of my regional director, Mr. Stefanis, and indeed the whole region, Education Directorate, Omaruru Secretary in particular. We really thank you for your hand that you have extended to make available a donation of over 100,000 for some resources that is so important, like furniture for the learners.
We see the need here in Karabakh. It is elsewhere the same, but we are in Karabakh and we have decided as a company to support the community first. And we see the appreciation in the eyes already, so we are absolutely grateful that we are also blessed to be able to do this contribution.
On behalf of the learners, teachers, and respected staff in my school, we at PGSS greatly appreciate your donation and your sacrifice. Your support helps to further our vision of reaching for the top. Your support is very valuable to
The
us.
best investment anyone can make in someone's life is giving the person education. Education is very important. Education is what will break the barriers between those who have and those who don't have. Education is the one part that can guarantee a future to anyone, even those that come from very poor backgrounds. It is really, really rare that big companies do invest in the education sector.
Nam Agra, you showed us in other institutions that you are in favor of plowing back to the community. Our school consists of 457 learners, 12 classes, and we have been struggling with furnitures for the past few years, especially when we opened grade 11. We did not receive furnitures by then, and it was a struggle. What we did, we got someone from the community to assist us to fix the chairs and desks. Those ones that we received, they could not even last 2 months. They broke down. And learners were carrying chairs from classes to classes. Some were coming with chairs from home, especially the beginning of this year. And I think it was a nationwide issue. We knock at your door. You did not hesitate. And that's why we are here today.
Your kiss is soft as a summer breeze, and you lift me up when you smile at me. When I'm with you, boy, I feel so fine. You make it summertime.
Good morning, Leandria.
Good morning, Otis.
Yes.
Good morning to our viewers.
Yes, to all our viewers, exciting times, and we are super, super excited. Our very first episode of Erongo Talk. Welcome to all of you.
Yes, definitely.
And then
Lekker to be here.
it's lekker, nice to be here. And we are visiting at Platz Meer, and I have to thank them for the venue. Perfect setting. And yes, what does today's program hold for our viewers?
Well, basically, we're going to chat some news. We're going to bring you all the news that's been happening here in the Erongo region. We're also going to bring the weather and the tides for Walvis Bay, Swakopmund, and Bay. And we will be showing you a short video of our birthday celebrations on Friday. Because Erongo turned 6.
Yes.
And then another interesting interview we're going to bring you is with Oma Magrita, who turned 104 years old this month. Can you imagine, guys? 104 years.
Wonderful.
So she'll be bringing her message on her secret
Yes.
to a long and happy life.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Ouma, kan jy vir ons vertel, het jy enige raad aan jong mense om 'n goeie lewe te lei?
Dat hulle gebed laat die Here vir hulle staan. En laat hulle dat die Here goed dink en die Here se hand vat. En moet hulle dan saamloop.
Okay, so hulle moet saam met die Here loop.
Erongo News. Julle celebrate julle se 500ste episode van julle se Erongo Talk. Julle het in 2020 hiermee begin en julle is al by 500 episodes. Dit wys net hoe baie mense het om te sê. En ek wil julle baie gelukwens hiermee. Dit is 'n groot milestone en ek glo en ek hoop julle sal nog baie goed aangaan. Keep up the good work. Ons waardeer dit verskriklik baie.
A warm congratulations to the Erongo Talk on the 500th show today. Erongo Talk brings us the latest happenings, informative news, and we appreciate your involvement in and around our town. Cheers to many more from me, Crystal Ann Rautenbach, all the way from Swakopmund, proud founder of Pursuing True Beauty.
Just want to congratulate Erongo Talk on the 500th broadcast. Erongo Talk is really a platform whereby we can we can see more, or when people are engaging Erongo Talk. And that's why I need to congratulate you for this platform that you have created, Erongo Talk. And we wish you all the best. And I hope next time I can wish you 1,000 talks again. Thank you very much.
And now for your fishing report. The east wind is gone, and out of nowhere the big steamers came on the bite, with some monsters being landed. Some were released and some were kept for meals. The areas that worked well over the past week was Marketer's Stern and Canopy. The baits that were used and which worked the best was octopus and crabs, as well as crayfish. Grumpy said that he received reports that stated that those who used crayfish caught a lot of eagle rays as well as spotted gully sharks. Namibian angler Werner van Riet took 2 of his friends to Canopy and they landed 7 big fish. Werner's biggest fish was a steamras of 17 kilograms. The conditions were relatively calm, and Grumpy adds that targeting this fish isn't easy. Jaco Visser and Devon Klein also went in search of these diklipper, as they are called in Afrikaans. Once you see one of say 6 kilograms plus, you will see where they get that name from. They also caught a couple in the Canopy area, and both their fish were well over 10 kilograms each. The Kaap have been quieter, with some bigger fish being landed, as you would have guessed, also in the Canopy area. The weather has cooled right down, so we are back to normal cold weather. Be sure to always pack a windbreaker, as the chilly southwester is fairly cold. The Galjoen Derby is on this year, with great prizes for the winners. All proceeds will go to the Special Education School Stepping Stone. Galjoen are super delicious and can be caught with white mussel. Here's a tip. A frozen mussel is convenient and fairly cheap to purchase, but a fresh white mussel is just harder, so it stays on the hook better. Obviously, it's fresh and it will work slightly better too. White mussels can be bought at all major tackle shops. Galjoen can also be caught using red bait, which can be picked up in areas such as Tola, Sagat and Mile 68. They look like deformed black fish balls, and one cuts out the meaty flesh. They got a thick, spongy feel to them, and Grumpy adds that it has a very powerful, pungent smell and is not for the faint-hearted. Black mussel is another alternative bait source for catching galjoen and is fairly common and easy to harvest. The black mussel attach themselves to rocky shallow areas that are usually covered once the ocean reaches high tide. The average hook size for galjoen is a number 1 hook. And with that, we've come to say tight lines.
And now, time for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 24 minutes past 6 on Wednesday, and sunrise will be at 19 minutes to 8 on Thursday. Walvis Bay will have a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. A 30 knot northwest wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A 11 knot west-northwesterly wind will prevail. Hanctus Bay will have a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A 11 knot west-northwesterly wind will prevail. Arandis will have a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius. A 19 knot north wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. A 30 knot north-northeasterly wind will prevail. Karibab will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. A 15 knot north wind will prevail. And lastly, Omaruru will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. A 30 knot north wind will prevail.
From me, Otis Daniels.
Micheline Apatises.
Nicanor Nangolo.
Miranda Openshaw.
Adam Hartman.
Monica Dressel.
Sheldon Johannes.
Leandria Love.
Keep on watching Erongo Talk. En na 499 episodes kom ons dan aan die einde van ons 500ste episode en hoe merkwaardig is dit dat ons op die plek bevind waar alles eintlik begin het.
Definitief, Otis. So kuier gerus saam met ons op televisie. Dit is DStv kanaal 295, ook op GoTV, dit is kanaal 94. Gaan loer ook aanlyn, dit is op oneup2.com, oneup2.com.
And make sure to visit our website at www.erongo.com.na.
Also make sure to follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
And for advertising inquiries, please send an email or contact synergy@erongo.com.na or contact our WhatsApp and Telegram number, which is 011 7040. I repeat, 011 7040.
Daar sê en aan ons 95,000 followers of volgelinge daar buite, hou aan om te kyk en geniet dit saam met ons.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Woohoo! Say.